Hey, good morning. It's Jeff Wade here at stockideas.org, and I just wanted to do a quick book review of Flash Boys by Michael Lewis. You've probably heard about Flash Boys. It's been in the news quite a bit. It's the tale of a Wall Street Revolt. So I didn't really know what to expect going into Flash Boys. Definitely familiar with high-frequency trading, which is what the book addresses. But I didn't really know how Michael Lewis was going to frame it. I've read many of his other books, quite enjoyed them. He's a great storyteller. For Flash Boys, I was, again, really happy. I thought it was a great book by Michael Lewis. It's, moves quickly, it's easy to read, progresses nicely. It takes the complex nature of high-frequency trading and does a great job to break it down into relatively simple-to-understand terms. So even if you're never heard of HFT before, and if you've not that familiar with the financial markets, it's okay. Flash Boys makes it easy to understand. It makes it entertaining. This book, so the book basically is sort of profiles one trader from RBC, and, kind of starts with him trying to figure out why his stock trading isn't going the way he wants at the bank. Some weird things are happening, so he dives into that, discovers it's HFT related, then, sort of introduces a whole cast of characters, and then these guys work together to build a more fair stock exchange that the high-frequency traders can't game in the same way. So it's pretty cool. There's a lot of really interesting people involved. It's a neat story just to see, how Wall Street might be waking up, how a small group of people are fighting the status quo and challenging the establishment, is all really neat and inspiring. And Michael Lewis does a great job of telling the story. He does a good job of conveying, how much money and effort and resources are going into this HFT stuff, and, what value does it really provide. That's kind of the question. So if you're at all curious, or just looking for an easy summer read to check out by the dock, I definitely recommend Flash Boys. My only, criticism would be that, HFT, although it's definitely a huge deal, you could make the argument that it's much less of a big deal than many of the other things happening on Wall Street. So, even though companies HFTs, are making $20 billion a year, and it sounds like a lot of money, it's a little bit of a drop in the bucket compared to, quantitative easing, let's say, or 7 years of zero interest rate policy. So definitely a really interesting story. Very neat to understand the current market structure, what you're up against, especially if you're a prop trader or, thinking of going into trading full-time in a professional capacity at a trading desk. These are kind of the things you'll definitely want to understand. And Lewis does a great job explaining them and making them easy to grasp. So, really enjoyed the book. Definitely recommend you check out Flash Boys. Again, it's about 250 pages, but it reads really quickly. It's really enjoyable. There are a couple other book recommendations within the book. I really enjoyed it. It was a great read, quick to get through. If you have a financial friend who you think you want to make a book recommendation to, this is a good one. If you need a gift to buy someone, it's a good book. I don't think you can go wrong. If you're looking for a little bit more information on Flash Boys, you can check out the link below this video. Just give it a click, take you through to stockideas.org, and there's a much more in-depth book review you can read through to get a bigger picture, a more clear understanding of Flash Boys and if it's the right finance book for you. So thanks very much for watching. If you're looking for more book reviews, feel free to click to subscribe. Really appreciate it. If you have any suggestions of books, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I'll be back soon with more book reviews. For now, take a look at Flash Boys. Thanks.